After 3 weeks at box office and a third weekend that over-delivered, we now know that Avatar: The Way of Water has made over 110 million over what people thought the film would have made after the second weekend, meaning that the thing is actually outpacing all predictions. There was a lot of people that were saying the second film would never make $1 billion. It easily did that. There was a lot of people saying, well, after $1 billion, 1.5 is probably the top and it's going to just have a huge drop off. And now we're seeing that it's ahead. We already covered the fact that the second weekend was actually worse than the third weekend, which again, very rarely does that ever happen. So it has legs. And then as the numbers continue to come in, we saw that international is overperforming on all estimates. And where we were expected to be after the third weekend was about 1.28 to 1.9 billion. It's now at 1.42 billion. So again, this thing is massively overperforming. And I think, honestly, there's a lot here that you can look into and kind of break down exactly why it's overperforming in this territory and not this one. Why is this specific location where the first one did good doing far less compared to the second one, but here where there was no interest, it's suddenly booming? Again, tastes change, markets change, everything changes, so there's obviously something here. I think it's rather impressive that we're already looking after 3 weeks at 1.4 billion, and if you look at it, this is keeping up with Spider-Man No Way Home in terms of trajectory, but it's actually making more than Spider-Man No Way Home. Again, I know a lot of people are just going to discredit this and pretend like there's nothing to this film. It happens pretty much everywhere. People will bend over backwards to say, well, I didn't see this film, so therefore it can't possibly be making money and whatever, but the proof is right here. And I think what's interesting about this film that's definitely going to change the discussion in regards to this film is these numbers are going to be reflective of how much money, time, and marketing they put into the third film. Because there's a lot going on right now where analysts are going to be looking at this realistically going, wow, how did we lowball this so bad? And again, I think, yeah, cultural impact and all that talk of memes and everything will be brought up. Whether that's viable or not, who knows? We'll be talking about this film for quite a bit of time more. Obviously, the big box office talk is going to continue, as now everybody's got their eyes on 2 billion. And I think the fourth weekend might be the deciding factor and the discussing factor in regards to will it hit 2 billion.